Hey, Jeff, do you know what type of podcast we are?
Well, we're not a history podcast.
That's correct. We're a comedy podcast. So any jokes, skits, or anything else we say is not reflective of our organizations, businesses, or any sponsors that we're associated with, even charities. So remind yourself, if you're offended, it's okay. It's just a joke.
Comic books, movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote the
All
scripts.
right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 559. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Brian.
Oh my gosh. Wonder Twin powers activate. Actually, it's more like Voltron.
Quintuplet power.
We're all together.
I think we're the Constructicons.
Oh, that's a good one. Which one are you?
I am the right leg.
Oh, okay. Can I be the right arm?
Yes.
Okay. Jeff, what are you?
Oh, shit, I'll be the head if
Okay.
no one else is taking it.
Brian, what are you?
Elbows.
Blake, what are you?
Crotch.
We knew that was coming.
So we have no left leg, a floating elbow on the left side, no chest. So the head connects right to the crotch.
That's right.
That is pretty good. Good news is, Jim, we're fine on the right side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should I have said girdle?
Yes, sure.
We can make crotch part of the midsection, too. He can go
Okay.
up to the chest.
Okay. Jim, you just got back from Jim Justice territory.
I did. I was in, I spent a few days in Kentucky. Well, not where Brian did last week, a little bit different spot.
Yeah.
And then a couple days in good old West Virginia.
Then they gave you a free T-shirt that you're wearing.
No,
Or did you pay for the shirt?
This is an older shirt I had, but it pays off when you wear these around the Adventures on the Gorge campus area
Yes.
because I get employee discounts at most of the restaurants.
There you go. Travel tip.
Man, you did really good out there today. I know, it was rough.
Get my breakfast and they're like, that's $4.80, and I'm like, for this, and yeah, I give you a discount. I'm like, not an employee. He's like, well, you aren't now. I already put it in the computer. I'm like, oh, there you go.
Got the T-shirt.
So how many whitewater rafting trips did you go on this one?
I just did one trip.
Just one. Okay.
It was an upper middle trip on the Gauley River.
Are you still exhausted afterwards?
Well, not as bad as when we did the double upper trips, but I'm also fatter and more out of shape.
Okay.
So I'm a little tired and sore. That was also after 90 holes of golf the days before that, too.
Sounds like hell, Jeff.
Well, the rafting sounds fun.
Rafting sounds fun.
The rafting was fun. Again, we have the same guide we've had probably the last 7 or 8 years.
I mean, you should have that upper body strength from pulling the beer tabs. I mean, you were alternating left hand, right hand.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean,
Right hand.
the arms were fine. It just,
There you go.
The rest of his body is tired. So, Brian, welcome back.
It's good to be back.
It is. It's good to see you again.
It's good to be seen.
Blake, welcome back as well.
What's up?
So, glad you're not babysitting tonight.
Almost.
You could have brought the baby. It's fine. Well, not baby anymore,
No.
no.
but my daughter will have watched him. It's fine.
She babysitter certified. She have her certificate.
I can make a certificate.
Yeah, there you go.
It's pretty easy to make a certificate.
Babysitter certified. Look.
There
Search.
you go.
Look. Jeff is babysitter certified.
No, I'm not.
I don't want to be around kids.
People might expect me to watch their children if I'm certified.
No. You just can, let them go. So let's see.
I'm
here.
a free range babysitter.
Just let them roam.
Free range.
Just to let everybody know, October 18th through 20th, Cincinnati Comic Expo. Come see us. We'll be at the Sharonville Convention Center. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. Chuck Norris is going to be there. Ming Na Wen is going to be there. Brian, what'd you buy this week?
I picked us up a Chuck Norris Funko Pop
That's awesome.
that will be autographed and stored in the studio.
Which Funko Pop is it from? What movie? Is that America?
I think it's from, I don't know, he's got the machine gun, or the Uzis.
Invasion USA,
That's it.
probably.
That's it.
USA, yeah.
And he's got the jean jacket or jean shirt on, I guess, with more jeans.
It's a vest.
It is kind of a vest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a shirt without sleeves.
And what's the
so-
other one you picked up?
I also picked up a Cheers Sam Mayday Malone Funko for us.
Who's on the? Who else do they make on that? Do they make Coach?
No. Diane, Norm, Cliff, and Woody. And Sam.
Well, most of them would be good.
Yeah.
Not Diane. Ugh.
So, yeah.
Well, actually, Naomi.
So come see us, Cincinnati Comic Expo. Get your tickets now. Kevin Eastman's going to be there. I think this might be last week or so. You can put your fan panels in, double check. If you would like to get a fan panel, we may actually have some openings. So we'll be doing the Family Feud, trivia, Jeopardy, all that stuff down there. We'll be on the basement floor, so come see us. Not literally on the floor, but we'll be in the basement.
If you're
in the panel room.
If you're running a fan panel, please remember that the actors and actresses are portraying characters in fictional storylines and do not represent the actual people that they are portraying.
Nor will they involve themselves in acts that they perform as their character
Correct.
at these conventions.
Except Chuck Norris, he will kill you.
He'll kick your ass.
Is this the
Firecracker.
The actress that plays Firecracker?
Yes.
Why would people think that she's like that in real life?
Because they are deluded.
Stupid. Or because they're dressed up as a character in the show that they can ask her to do certain acts. It's like the same thing that the kid that played Joffrey in Game of Thrones received so much hate when the cast kept talking about how he's one of the funnest kids to ever have been around.
That was some great acting you did because
was.
he got everybody to hate him.
I fucking hated
and
Joffrey.
that character was meant to be hated.
Correct.
Yes.
He had a punchable face in the show.
Yeah. Same thing with Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, same thing.
So come see us. Have some good questions for the guests, please.
Yes, please don't ask anything that is offensive. Because
Yes.
if you do, then you'll probably feel the grip of a very large ape hand grab onto your shirt and remove you from the convention.
We want it to be fun for everybody, so come on down. Be smart. Be nice.
Respectful.
Yes. If you have a fan panel, make sure you're well prepared too. And we'll be happy to help you. Not do the fan panel, but we'll be happy to help you if you need us down there. Old Man Brad will be there too.
And make sure you show up.
Yes. If we do that, if we pick you for a fan panel, please show up.
Yes. Or if you
I'm Brad.
if you can't show up, let us know.
Yeah, that would be great. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. X-Men 97 cast is there. They're going to have, they're going to have two panels, Saturday and Sunday, one Saturday, one Sunday. So, times have not been official yet. We're still working on that, but it will be out soon.
Are they all going to be in both panels, or are they going to separate into different groups?
I think the majority of the ones everybody that was in 97 obviously will be in the classic panel.
Yep.
And then the new panel will have the gentleman that's doing Magneto, because it's different Magneto. So they'll have a couple different ones that are in the new version.
Which one will Ray Chase be in?
Both. I don't know, actually. I got to double check. Which one was he in?
He canceled.
Oh, that's right. He was Cyclops.
Yes.
That's right. He'll be outside doing it.
Know your stuff, Jason.
Sorry, my bad.
Who's doing these panels?
Well, I still got 5 weeks left.
Okay.
I got 5 weeks left, so to learn.
he's always crammed for those exams at the last minute.
He's going to watch it the morning of. And
I've watched it.
And then when you're doing the interview, you're going to say, "I watched it this morning."
No, I've actually watched all X-Men '97.
I saw that episode with time travel. Wasn't that cool?
What do you think about X-Men Apocalypse, the movie?
When your character died, didn't that suck?
Spoilers. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Speaking of George R.R. Martin, did you see that he complained a couple days ago that screenwriters are always making source material worse?
He was echoing the rant that I gave off several weeks ago.
Yes.
Don't fuck with the IP.
There's always someone. There always seems to be someone on hand who thinks he can do better, eager to take the story and improve on it. They never make it better, though. They make it worse. Well, they wouldn't have to improve on it or improvise if the source material.
Finish the fucking source material.
Well, that helps.
Except, of course, for the several times when George R.R. Martin himself said, "Oh, I like that. I wish I would have put that in my book."
Which he did admit to a few times.
Yes.
But I made this book about maps of Game of Thrones. How about that? Can you see it? Can you see it? Spent 2 years doing it.
I made this history tome.
It's great.
With details, but with facts, but no details. But I left those up to people to fill in if they ever wanted to make a TV series, which they paid me handsomely for.
And they weren't really even facts. They were point of view.
Point of view facts, yes. Is that mushroom? I don't know.
Did he have like a line after it so you could fill in your own thing? It's like your own Mad Lib.
That would be great.
Yeah.
And then I do have something to say.
Yeah.
If you don't want to cosplay as George R.R. Martin, don't wear the hat and the suspenders.
Cane.
Have the beard and the cane.
Don't get pissed off.
And then they get pissed off when people say, "Are you dressed as George R.R. Martin?"
I'm not George R.R. Martin. So why does everyone say that? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you John Hammond from Jurassic Park? I'm not him either.
My God, this is the
third year?
7th year in a row you've dressed like this?
I'm just an old man in the sea. Leave me alone. George R.R. Martin.
Damn, we just lost him as a viewer or as a listener.
Damn it.
I don't think we had him.
So, yes.
He's not going to waste 2 hours on this.
He didn't waste 5 minutes when I said, "Hey, you look like George R.R. Martin."
You can find us on nerdly.co.uk, on YouTube Music, all your streaming apps for podcast and Apple. So take a listen, give us a review, tell a friend.
Yeah, I remember the first year we saw him there. I thought, did they get George R.R. Martin for this?
He does look eerily
That would have
like
been quite a get.
It would have been, and you'd think they would have advertised it.
They were just going to make it quiet. Don't worry about it.
You know what would have been great if he answered everybody and yelled at everybody to leave him alone. He's trying to finish the Winds of Winter.
He should walk
At
around
least
with
cosplay it, right?
He should walk around with a typewriter.
They should advertise George R.R. Martin lookalike is here.
And then just have somebody with a sign over him every time.
I mean, they could advertise and say, "He might be here."
It's like a fine Waldo. Let's see here.
This year's Comic Expo poster got released today.
It did.
Looks pretty cool.
They blew up Paycor Stadium.
The Bengal Stadium by the Penguin.
Yeah. Looks pretty cool.
Actually, the Patriots blew it up this past week. But, it's fine.
But moving along.
Yes. It's not a great day. At least we didn't lose by double digits. So
At
that was
least our quarterback didn't get sued for sexual assault again.
true. Again.
Oh, Watson's got wrist problems, but they're not the kind that
Well, the good
Burrow has.
The good news is, Blake, you only got 3 more years.
Now they can, with this newest allegation, then they can cut him
Oh, without paying him?
without paying him.
Yeah.
Is it a morals contract or whatever?
There's a disclosure of
There's a- yeah.
lawsuits or disclosure of accusations that he had to provide.
That's always nice when you're signing this this superstar quarterback you think, and you're like, please disclose all lawsuits that you have.
Well, the thing is, Barry and Stefanski already got their 3-year extension. So, what do they care?
Hey, it will be work. Baker Mayfield may be available.
No, he's
No.
not.
He's looking pretty damn good.
He's wrapped up in Tampa, and God bless him because
He got the hell out of there.
he didn't get the hell out of there. He was shoved out the door unceremoniously.
Let's see here.
Oh, Jeff, big win in fantasy football?
Yeah, take that, Thad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trash talking.
What do you say? Did you have chickens draft your team?
Yes, if I had chickens draft my team, and I'm like, well, yeah, you can say that. I'll just beat the shit out of you week one. That's all.
And did you?
I did.
Yeah. We do have, before we get to listener feedback, we do have 2 rapid questions for Blake from Randall Holt.
Oh, boy.
How many beers did Blake drink during that wonderful performance on Sunday?
Yes.
And which Ohio team played worse, Browns or Bengals?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hope that answers the questions, Randall.
I think the Browns played worse.
They did.
Because the Bengals could have won a game if one of the tight ends didn't drop a ball or fumble a ball.
Yeah.
I mean, Gesicki was trying to make one hell of a catch and it popped out, and then Tanner Hudson ran like the ball was.
I'll tell you what. If you're throwing into the end zone, why isn't your first target Jamar Chase?
He was triple coverage.
I don't care.
I think he was their first target.
Well,
and
Gesicki-
they had to go to their second or third target.
Throw it
Gesicki
to
was-
him.
Gesicki was
That's what
open.
happens when you throw it to your scrubs. You get shit like you get fucking Sunday.
Well, they're not supposed to have a single scrub on the team, and you only find that out when you utilize them.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
to
well,
be fair,
you know there.
if if he actually pulled that down, that would have been probably one of the
top 10
catches of the entire season.
Yeah, it was a nice
It was
play.
pretty sick, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Next.
yeah.
I'm only very critical because Jamar Chase was my first round pick in my fantasy draft. I was 11 or 12, and it was him or Justin Jefferson. And I said, Burrow's throwing to Jamar, even though he's holding out, he's going to play.
Let me get you had an early pick because you didn't know Chase was holding out yet?
No, I had
Okay.
11th of 12.
No, I mean
first
you
round.
drafted early, like in July or something.
I know he was holding out. I knew he was holding out, but I know he's buddies with Burrow. But am I going to go with Sam Darnold throwing to Justin Jefferson, or am I going to go with Burrow to Jamar Chase?
He was 14 of 15 to start.
Sam Darnold looked really good.
Blake, it could be worse. Your first pick could have been Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that would have fucking
Was
been
he
terrible.
injured?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
He's out, yeah.
So it was said a game-time decision whether he plays or not, according to the 49ers. But who was it? Mason, who ran for him,
Yeah.
was told that he was a starter and going to get the playing time on Friday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So, fuck you, anybody playing fantasy who has McCaffrey on their team. I felt so bad playing Brian where he had him. I had Brock Purdy score us no points in that league.
That was nice.
That was very, very kind of you.
Did you call up Brock and said, hey?
Yeah, I said, don't throw any touchdowns. Just get this many yards, and then we'll be fine.
And he's like, will do, coach.
Garrett Wilson was supposed to do more that game, though, so it's good for me to win.
I in one league I had Christian McCaffrey, and I ended up getting 25 points from Mason because I put his fucking handcuff in.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, so I don't feel bad for anybody. Handcuffs, people.
Okay, put that down. Let's see here. Did anybody watch anything this week?
Oh, I got a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Okay, speed mode, go.
Okay, so
Time out, though, before we do. Let's eat, and you can talk about what you watch. While
okay,
we eat.
we're having some Oreo peanut butter cream cakesters.
The Cakesters.
Yeah, so it's
Oh, my gosh,
soft
these look
cookie.
amazing.
But while we're eating these, I watched.
Oh, my God.
I'm caught up on Big Brother. This is a pretty good season.
Okay.
There's one lady on there, Angela, who is just annoying, and they need to get rid of her.
From The Office?
No.
And she's still on because you told us she was annoying 3 weeks ago.
She's still on. They've used the power of veto on her like 3 times because it betters their game for her in there because everybody hates her. So the person who wins veto is like, well, they're going to go after her. They're going to go after me. So
Does Big Brother have a thing that you can watch 24/7 like online still?
I believe they do have the threads or the. I'm not sure where to look at it because
I was just curious.
I'm not that invested. But
You
then
just hate Angela.
oh yeah, she's horrible.
Okay.
And then I also watched The Challenge. I'm caught up on season 40.
I do love The Challenge.
It's an awesome show.
You really do.
This is Battle of the Ages. So they have like 4, like the first 10 years, the second 10, and
I saw a commercial for it. I thought of you.
yes. And the first group has like the OGs, and the second has the guy with Johnny Bananas, and
Oh, I love Johnny Bananas. He was great in Traders.
I'm so glad they got rid of him first.
He was done. Spoilers.
CT is in the first group.
I like CT too.
Yes, and then the third group is led by kind of Jordan Wisely, who's won like 4 or 5 times. And then the last group has all the newbies who've been in like the last 4 or 5 years, which includes Josh Martinez from Big Brother. He may be the most annoying person on these reality television shows. He's like a big guy, but he is. I'm pretty sure he has some type of autism, like on the spectrum from 1 to 10. 10 being the highest, he's probably a 6,
Okay.
and he's just horrible to watch. It has nothing to do with that he has some type of
Autism or
something. It's just
Well, this is the guy who purposely on Big Brother walked around smashing pot lids together to annoy people.
and he won.
Oh, I thought he came in second.
No,
7 a.m. wake up call?
because it was a pissed off jury.
Do you feel the challenge out there, producers? If anybody would like the challenge producer to have Jim come on the show, he would get you great publicity. So, Jim, my goal is to get you on the challenge and for you to just make a living out of it and just do it for the next 10 years. It's a great gig.
It would be. I would do pretty awesome one challenge of the season when they do trivia, because there is like the challenge smart, and then there's regular smart. Like challenge smart means you're probably in the top 40% of intelligence.
Okay. And then regular smart.
Wait, in the top 40 or in the top 60? Or...
You're top 40. I mean,
Okay.
they're still smarter than 60% of the population.
Okay.
Would they do well on the 1% Club game show?
They would probably be out after 4 questions.
Okay.
But they wouldn't
one or
even
two-
get their
one or two
$1,000.
people, like a few people would advance. Like CT would probably do okay. Jordan would be okay. Guy Devin would be okay. Bananas would not.
Anything else you watch?
I'm not done talking about the challenge.
No,
yet.
you are. Okay, moving on.
There was controversy this week because they didn't explain the rules to everybody in the elimination.
Hate when that happens.
So
That's pretty bad.
they explained it to the people in the sand, but I guess Horacio and Jenny didn't hear it because they were still like they had to pick up like big wooden jacks and put them on a board while they threw a ball up into a thing and came down and started to catch the ball, but the jacks would fall out because the board was built shittily, and so they were picking up and putting it in even though the producers were there we're doing that for them. So it took them extra time to put these in. Jenny still won because she won up against Anissa, and Anissa's like 50 years old.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not in shape and coming off an ACL injury.
Nothing wrong with any of those.
And Jenny's a personal trainer. But Horacio lost to Derek.
Oh. Okay.
And then Horacio's girlfriend was on. She went to social media and complained big time.
Wait. Brian,
What?
people complained on social media?
About no, yeah, it's I don't believe it.
I don't either.
That doesn't seem right.
Real quick before I forget.
What was even before that? Jordan threw the trivia challenge because he didn't want to get his hands dirty. So people on his team were a little upset with him.
Brian, what do you got over there? What's going on?
Huh?
What you got watching? What are you watching?
I just want to tell a shout to my sister. I did it as long as I could.
I knew that was a game. I knew it was a game. I knew you were trying to talk reality.
And that wasn't to one sister because she's annoyed by this talk anyway.
The best thing I saw this week just came across a beer league hockey team put an ad on Facebook that they needed a goalie for their playoff game, and Roberto Luongo, the ex-Florida goalie, showed up and played for them, and they won 4-2.
He gave up 2 goals.
He gave up 2 goals. How awesome is that? This is actually true.
That's
he
cool.
showed up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll play."
So what do we think of these peanut butter cakesters?
Are there more?
No. Blake, what do you think?
Those are so good.
They'd be better if they were Oreo cookies.
Oh, I don't know about that. I thought there was a little too much dough. I needed more cream, I feel like. Just a little bit more cream. But it was good. It's peanut butter, and
I'm
it's
not
Oreos.
Complaining. I'm
No.
just making a recommendation.
I mean, if there were more in front of me, I'd still be eating them.
Yes,
That is correct.
that is correct. Just to let everybody know, on next Tuesday's show, Coca-Cola Oreos are going to be in the studio.
The Coke Zero ones.
Yeah. They're coming on Thursday. So Target had some.
Are we going to have the Oreo Coke?
They have not sold it yet at Target online. So once they do, I will get it.
Wait, they're Coke Zero?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So there's no sugar in these cookies?
Wow, let's be real. They're sure.
Or calories.
What
no
the
calories.
fuck?
I'm sure they'll be
Well, I
fine.
mean, that's what Coke Zero is. There's
It
no
is.
sugar.
Zero
So.
sugar, 0 calories. You eat all you want.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah. And then, so Target, I did get 3 bags, so my kids will have them. They will not be stealing ours. And I got a second one for us in case we really liked it. I'm intrigued by them. They could be good, to quote Doug.
They are just the Coca-Cola Oreo. They're not
Coke
Coke
Zero.
Zero.
Okay.
Is the Pop Coke Zero?
Yes.
Okay, the Pop's Coke
Yes.
Zero.
The
So-
Pop is Coke Zero Oreo flavored.
Yes.
The Oreos are Coca-Cola flavored.
Okay.
All right, so they have calories.
To quote Doug, could be good. Could be good.
I don't trust Doug's
No.
opinion on what could be good.
No.
Speaking of that, Jim, would you like some ranch cotton candy?
I had some.
Yeah, would you like some more? We still have it.
Why would I want to do that?
Just saying. We do have it here.
Not until Doug has his fair share.
That's true.
And
Brian,
by
what'd you-
his fair share, it's everything that's left.
bastard. What'd you end up watching this week? Anything?
Let's see. I am completely 100% caught up to SEAL Team.
Okay.
Still,
How's David Barans?
he's still just unbearable. He's actually, I think the term that I used was unsufferable.
Okay.
Yeah, but a few more episodes of that left. So
Okay. Because they're still making it, right? This is last season.
yeah,
Okay.
I think this week was episode 6 or 7. So they've got a few more.
Next week, Tulsa King starts back.
Sunday.
Is it Sunday?
Sunday. Yep.
Sunday.
Did you see they were doing the first season on regular TV now?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah,
It's a
that's-
smart move.
Yeah.
Anything
Also
else?
completely caught up. Have watched both first and second seasons of Fire Country.
Oh.
Also, I don't know if they switched to Paramount for season 2, but first season 22 episodes, season 2 10.
Yeah, we talked about that. It was the strike. We think the strike.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like I watched the last episode today, and I was like, oh, like they're just like ramping up and like really getting into like this season, and then it was like, nope,
See ya.
that's it.
We're done.
It's like, oh, yeah.
So kind of like Heroes season 2.
Yeah. So I completely caught up on that. The best part about that is that they introduced Sheriff Country character in Fire Country. So we got our first look at that.
Okay.
So when
Did you get Dr. Country?
I thought that was a fire sound effect, but it was Jim drinking out of his water bottle.
That would be fitting with the Fire Country.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
yes.
So are you going to watch Sheriff Country?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, I am all in on the countries.
Okay.
I'm hooked.
Okay.
So are you done with Chicago and you're just going to the country? Or do you still watch Chicago's?
No, yeah, I'm the fall, like later this month, all the Chicagos will be back. I am like a season and a half behind on Chicago PD. So I might have to. That might be my next catch up. But yeah, no, I'm very, very much looking forward to Chicago's coming back this fall. And watch the newest episode of Bad Monkey.
Oh, how is that show?
I love it.
Okay.
It's
Is
really
that on Peacock?
Apple.
Apple. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. Blake, anything?
When am I not watching?
Okay, give us 2.
No. Only Murders in the Building. Back full force. Love it. It's great, especially.
Is that weekly? They do that. They release.
Yep.
It? Okay.
Every Tuesday. Same thing with Bad Monkey. Great. You're omnipotent in the series. You know what's going on, so they gotta throw you curveballs. So they're at least giving you some decent writing, and it's funny, and it's good, right? So when Tuesday episodes aren't out, I've been forced to watch Rings of Power against my will.
How's that doing? Is that a new season?
Yes. I gotta. Every time
I love
every
your
time,
enthusiasm.
every minute I watch it, I have to keep telling myself this is fan fiction, fan fiction, fan fiction. Here's something. Don't fuck with the IP, right? But if
Yes,
you're not
George
giving the
R.R.
IP to write, but you're still allowed to write, you're put in a conundrum. So I understand Amazon's in the $250 million or whatever they paid.
Yeah.
For that fucking
They
rights.
paid a lot.
The rights for the use of the names of the characters in Lord of the Rings and that stuff, but you can't do the similarity, which basically what they're fan fictioning because you can't write it based on actual similarity and stuff, right? At least write dialogue that's, do we have AI writing dialogue for a
Probably.
lot of these fucking shows?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
I hated fucking dialogue in Ahsoka. I hated the fucking dialogue in that other piece of shit Star Wars. What was it called?
Acolyte?
Yeah, Acolyte. And then sometimes the fucking dialogue in this Rings of Power irritates the shit out of me. I understand if you're trying to be quippy or if you're trying to be funny or you're trying to be smart, but at least make it believable that these characters speak this way in the way they are, rather than have them talk, and then all of a sudden I'm doing this funny quippy talk. I'm doing this funny quippy talk. You're doing this funny quippy talk. Oh my god, you're doing this funny quippy talk. Oh, you're doing this funny quippy talk. Oh my god,
You know what
this
you
funny
can
quippy
do
talk.
if that starts annoying you?
Yes, mute.
Stop watching.
No, I have to because
You don't. You really don't.
the old lady's watching, so I gotta watch too.
Is she a Lord of the Rings?
That's when you pick up
Yeah.
a book and just read a book while she's
Yeah, I
watching.
should.
Take a
I got
look.
I got 2 books
know,
I'm reading, so I should go back to those.
I can
but
talk,
I'm
I
trying
can
to
talk
be
more about the challenge. If
No,
you guys
yeah,
want to.
exactly. Trying to at least
You've lost your rights.
at least that dialogue's real.
Is it?
It's not scripted.
I mean,
you were complaining about the script,
Right.
So
So there you go. But anyways, I will tell you, I did start Dark Winds.
Oh, yeah, how
with
is that?
And I am only 1 episode in, and I do like it, and I'm kind of intrigued, and I want to watch more. So
Okay.
that's the good thing that's come out. Other than the fact that I watched speaking of good dialogue, Deadpool and Wolverine. I finally got
Oh, yeah,
around
you
to
watched
watching
it.
that. What good dialogue,
It was great.
right?
Yeah.
you hire writers who
Yeah, you
know
hire
what
actual
they're
writers,
doing.
and they know what they're doing. They know the content. They know what their audience is. Mm-hmm. I mean, holy shit! Look what good happens out of that.
The best is, so Marvel has this property now, right? They have Deadpool, Wolverine.
Are you talking about IP?
Yes.
They have head pull too.
They do have Deadpool. But the best part about
And nice pool.
all of this
And lady
is
pool.
it just
And
took
dog pool.
one film for them to figure out probably how to write Gambit and make Elektra interesting. And while Fox couldn't do any of that for decades.
Well, here's what's interesting. So the jokes about Gambit being in the void because he's never gotten his own
Correct.
series. I guess there is a big internet push to get Gambit in what's his name? His own movie.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing
Tate.
Tatum. Yeah,
Tate.
Tate's
Yeah.
cakes.
It'd be much better if they got Taylor Kish back.
I agree.
Yeah.
I actually like Taylor Kitsch's Gambit.
I
He was
completely
good.
agree.
Channing Tatum, that character was not good.
No, but it was hilarious.
It was funny because it was a
It
that's what
Yeah.
it's
Kind of a
supposed to
parody
be.
of-
Yeah.
It fit into the parody. You're right.
Yep.
Ryan Reynolds did say that he would be in his movie if they got it. Well, the best part is that people were bitching online. I know you're shocked. Saying that you couldn't understand half the stuff that Tates was saying as Gambit.
That's the purpose.
And that's what he said. They interviewed him. He's like, that was the purpose. They're like, just make the most ridiculous accent. It's like if I took over. Like, you couldn't understand what I'm saying.
Have you read the freaking comic books? Like, you have to translate, and they're written in English.
Yes.
Do you need Google Translate?
Yes.
No, Google Translate would not help you with that.
Well, the best part is I did think it was funny that after all these years of getting, people wanting to see Gambit, now you know why they don't put in comic book accurate costumes in movies. Like, that was an awful costume. Because
It was bad.
the best is it goes over his forehead like it does in the comic books. I'm like, what is the point of that? I don't get it. But yeah, it's okay to change costumes.
But I tell you, Jennifer Garner looked good as Elektra.
Yeah.
She did a special workout routine getting back up to get into that outfit.
Yeah, I actually don't have a problem with Elektra the movie. It wasn't a great film, but it was fine.
She still looks good in the What's in Your Wallet commercials.
That's right. And
Well, I will say the Elektra movie was better than the movie that she spun out of.
yeah.
Not the
And
director's cut.
And I do have to say, I did like Blade. I do like there can only be one double entendre joke, as they're talking about bringing Blade back without him,
Yeah.
and he's like, "They're going to be a one." Yeah, and then I was like, I also kind of liked it because of the sword, because of the Highlander joke as well. I wonder if they meant that or not.
But Blade, like Wesley Snipes is awesome in it, but I actually am intrigued more by Ali.
Mahershala
You-
Ali.
Yeah.
You can't be a vampire that ages,
But apparently that's
but you can do
dead in the water
CGI.
too.
Oh, they've gone through 3 directors and
Yeah.
4 writers,
I
I
don't know
think.
if it's dead because they still are. I mean, it's floundering, yes, but I don't know if it's dead yet.
I think the last I heard, they said that there's no plans for it ever being made.
Okay.
It would not surprise me. Which is a
So,
shame.
so should
But I
they
think-
stop releasing this
I-
stuff before they, 3 years ago they brought Mahershala Ali up on stage to make a big deal about their making
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
everyone was excited. And how about if maybe we, I don't know, get ready to at least start production before we.
So
How
they-
about we have a story?
But,
They annou-
Ryan Reynolds was in for him being back another Blade, and that
Wesley
was one
Snipes,
of the
yeah.
credit scenes, right?
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Reynolds was actually in Blade 3.
Yeah.
Not as Deadpool, but he was in Blade 3. So it was
it's
Triple
Hannibal
H.
King.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Marvel announced the new Blade movie in 2019, San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay, 5 years ago.
Supposedly, it's still set for November 7th, 2025.
Oh, that's why Blade was in the void.
Yeah, pretty much.
But did you guys see the post credit scene that showed Gambit survived?
No.
Yeah, he
Or
survived.
not post credit. I'm sorry. Cutting room floor. They filmed a scene where Gambit actually survived.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sorry.
Well,
yeah,
technically-
it was cut out of the movie. But
They were all rescued from the void, technically.
So, 200 days ago, it was stated that Ali is very happy with where the script of the film is going, but it could be delayed to 2026 right now.
Muhammad?
Huh?
Muhammad?
Yes, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali?
Yes, yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it was actually his idea to play Blade. After he won his Oscar, he went to Marvel and said, "I would like to do Blade." So
You can't float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
you know what Marvel said? Fuck it, put it up there. Do we have a plot? Doesn't matter. Put it up there.
Can we get a big breath of silence today
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
for James Earl Jones? I appreciated Mark Hamill saying "Rip Dad"
yep.
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yep.
He didn't do that for David Prowse, though.
What's your? This might be a good top 5. What's your favorite James Earl Jones movie?
What's your favorite James Earl Jones line?
Riddle. No, the Riddle of Steel. I always loved the Riddle of Steel in Conan the Barbarian.
Jeff does it
When he
better than I
tells him
do.
what the Riddle of Steel is.
Baseball Ray.
Baseball.
Or baseball.
Ray.
Sure.
Baseball.
I forgot he was in Conan. Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, somebody. I saw a photo today of the two serpents, facing each other. Stuff.
Yeah.
Flag at half mast, and somebody's like, "This isn't me, but whoever had this,
This is
awesome."
Yep.
Yeah.
I was listening to an interview the other day with Schwarzenegger, and he was talking about Conan the Barbarian, and he said when they made that film, they told him, "Hey, you're going to do publicity in USA, Germany, and Japan. That's it. You're only going to those countries." And he's like, because back then Hollywood stars didn't really want to go anywhere to promote it, and he's like, "Why the fuck wouldn't you go anywhere else?" And they're like, "What do you mean? Do you actually want to do this?" And the studio's like, because nobody ever wants to do promotions. And he's like, "Yeah, I want to do it." Now, also, he's like, it was my first big role, and like, I want to get it out there and be a movie star. So he talked the studios into basically doing a 6-week tour of all of Europe and Asia. And he's like, and they're like, "Well, we never do well in like Denmark." And he's like, "Because you don't try." Like, have you ever tried? And so he's like, I'm not the reason that they do that now, but he's like, I was one of the first ones that was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, let's make some money. If you can make $5 million, who cares? Let's go do it.
But I mean, it also takes somebody who was like from Europe, and
Correct.
where they would probably be ignored.
But I thought that was kind of interesting when he was talking about Conan. He's like, the reason it was a success is all of us start like promoting it everywhere and not just in a couple countries. So, but I just thought that was kind of interesting when he brought up Conan.
Conan, what are the best things in life? Anybody know?
To drive your enemy
The
before you.
lamentations of your women.
The lamentations of the women.
To slay your enemies.
To
See them
slay your
driven
enemies.
before you and
Drive
hear
them
the
before you.
lamentation of the women.
The women.
Brian, what's your favorite James Earl Jones?
It's a good question. I don't have an answer.
There was the nice top 10, David Letterman top 10 in 1993 of top 10 things that sound cool when said by James Earl Jones. The first one was, "I can't believe it's not butter."
Did they have him come out and do it?
Oh, yeah, he came out and read them. One of them, he sounded angry. And it was, "You're not fully clean unless you're zest fully clean." Number 3 was, "Number 3.
I will put that on, what do you call it? Podcast page, History of Bad Ideas on Facebook. That's a clip. So there you go. Anything else? Jeff, you still watch anything?
Well, let's see. Let me answer the James Earl Jones question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Since you just stopped when Brian didn't have an answer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Best of the best.
No. He just didn't want...
He didn't want the guy to like kill somebody in the ring. He saw him make the little twist with his foot and going from a safe kick to a deadly kick.
Was that Eric Roberts going to do that?
I think it was the other guy.
Okay.
I mean, it should be Eric Roberts. He's in everything.
And then Chris Penn was in it too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
He's dead, right?
Yes.
Yes, for a long time now.
Well, I was just waiting for the news article to come back out. Like, didn't you say Stephen Hawking died again?
Yeah. The article came out, Stephen Hawking died. It was an updated article.
Still dead.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone was wondering.
He hasn't come back to life yet. We know he was smart, but he hasn't figured that out yet.
Give me time. I will come back.
I mean, we're waiting for him to come back. We're waiting for time travel. We don't need to invent it. You just need to come back and show it to us. And then also, I just started watching Chaos, the Jeff Goldblum show on Netflix.
Oh, where he's Zeus?
Where he is Zeus, and it's Zeus in the modern world, like if the Greek gods still existed, and they got the people there, praying to the gods and making sacrifices and whatnot. And
is it a comedy, a dark comedy?
It's a dark comedy, I would guess. But his son Dionysus just wants to like be promoted. I want to be a good god. I want to be god of something good.
What's that on?
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, no, none of his other children talk to him.
Oh, he's an asshole.
Well, yeah,
He's Zeus.
but half of the Greek gods are assholes, so they're
Yeah.
just like Daddy.
Is it better than Hercules, a Disney film?
Yes, much better.
Okay.
How
Just
many times does he assume animal form and have sex with ladies?
In this show, none yet.
Oh, not yet.
Yet.
But Hera has assumed his form to sniff out one of his mistresses.
Is he a better Zeus than like Russell Crowe?
Yes.
Stop it. Get out.
What?
Well, one, he doesn't try to do a Greek accent, so that's
Is that what he was doing?
So Russell Crowe was trying to do.
I was gonna
Yes.
say. What was worse accent? Russell Crowe, Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Okay. And Alexander, wasn't it?
Yes.
We still have no idea what she was trying to say. In that
Is she
movie.
British? No, I think she's South African. Nope, I think she's Japanese. What accent is this?
How about you have Kevin Costner's English accent in Robin Hood?
Oh,
Didn't Anthony Hopkins play Zeus
I'm sure he has.
in Thor?
Oh, that's right. That's right. He is Thor's dad. I don't think he's Zeus.
Yeah,
though.
but Thor's dad is Odin.
Yeah, it's Odin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting my getting
Mythology.
my mythologies
Yeah.
mixed up.
Yeah. In Chaos, I guess they're kind of retelling the story of Orpheus and Eurydice.
Okay.
And see,
And you're a big Greek
I'm a big Greek.
god.
And Jason has no idea what you just said there.
I know.
That's fine.
I haven't decided if I liked it yet or not. I'm like 2 episodes in, and I'm like, I don't know.
Got to give it the 3 episodes.
3 episodes. Yep.
Unlike what Brian did with Arrow, he never gave that a chance.
I know.
no,
You only
I
gave
only-
it, what, 11 episodes?
9,
Oh.
and then I watched another 5 after that.
So 14. You
So
get
a
14.
total 14.
I think Green Arrow, you got to do 3 seasons.
You
Yeah, you got to give it 3 seasons.
like 8 seasons.
Hey, you got to give it 88 episodes before you're like, well, at this point, I'm in.
To be fair, network TV, 88 episodes is like 2 seasons. So you're fine. You're fine. Maybe 3. Did you get to the one that Katie Cassidy directed? I feel like that might set the tone.
It had to have been the best episode in the entire series.
Because she wasn't in it as much because she was directing behind the camera.
Just her vision had to have been great.
So, how many have you directed?
One.
Jason,
She wore 3 masks more than episodes she directed.
Jason, that was an impressive interview you had with her. You really had to work for it.
Anyways, moving on. Let's
You
see
really
here.
earned your pay for that panel.
Anyways, anything else you watch?
And then, like Blake said, Only Murders in the Building coming back. I started that.
I discovered Plex has Drew Carey show.
Oh,
So I
with the
started
original
that.
music?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm only season 1. He had Moon Over Parma for the opening. So
Okay.
Over Parma.
and I'm only in
Love with you tonight.
episode
Got
3 of
to
season 1.
Cleveland.
So we'll see
was
how
Underneath
it pans
the
out.
silvery light. We're going bowling, so don't lose her in soul. Moon over Parma tonight.
Jeff is not filled with useless facts and songs.
I watched.
Quotes.
I watched the.
They're very useful.
I watched The Voyeurs, which was a popular movie back in 2020, 21.
You watched The Voyeurs?
Yeah, have you seen it?
Or were they watching you?
Ah, well, that's the trick. With Sydney Sweeney before she became a huge star. Stop it.
A pair of huge stars?
There was a lot of nudity and sex in it. I was not expecting that. I mean, I guess I was, but
It's a movie about voyeurs.
yeah, but they're like apartments across from each other in Montreal, and they can see into it.
It's even French Canadian voyeurs. Come on.
They pretty much watch and go across the street. Up, he's having sex with her.
I will say it was a okay film, and then the last 30 minutes is batshit crazy. And I'm like, am I even watching the same film? Because this got crazy. And it was good. It was enjoyable. I would definitely recommend watching it. But I was like, what the fuck just happened in the last 30 minutes? And then reason is I found Tubi. I started watching Tubi. And, man, they really do have a lot of stuff on there. Brad is
Especially
correct.
on Tuesdays.
Yeah. I'm not being funny. Like, they really do have a lot of shit on there.
I love how Jason just discovers things that people have been talking about for years.
Have you ever seen Friday Night Lights?
And
Joe?
then he brings it up like it's something new and special.
For me, it's new and special. Have you seen Friday Night Lights?
I watched the movie last week.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the series?
Oh, yeah, like 4 times.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fan.
And then I watched Ma, which was a horror movie, and it was. I was looking forward to it like a couple years ago when it came out. It's not good. So that's about it.
I think I remember hearing not good things about it.
It had decent people in it, like decent stars, and it was and then we're finishing up Poker Face. I think we got one episode left.
Wait, Ma, that was
Poker face.
Davis?
Not Viola
No.
Davis. It's the other.
Gina.
No, it's the lady from The Butler.
Oprah?
The other lady from The Butler.
Octavia Spencer.
Octavia
Spencer.
Spencer. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
There we go. And yeah, and I remember seeing the trailer, and it was pretty boring, to be honest with you. But anyways, so we did have a poll of the week. We had which fast food. You can follow us on Bad Ideas at Twitter. We had which fast food restaurant is the best breakfast menu? McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A.
You have a mistake on here.
Which one?
You don't have White Castle.
White Castle actually has a pretty good breakfast.
Exactly. White Castle has a very good breakfast.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by it.
I voted for Burger King.
As did I.
Ugh.
Does Taco Bell have oh, they do have
They
breakfast.
do have.
And people
burgers.
rave about it.
It's not good.
It's not.
I've never tried it because I refuse to go to Taco Bell.
Yeah, I haven't. You're a Taco Bell fan, Blake. Have you ever tried the breakfast?
No.
I had an ex-girlfriend who would eat Taco Bell all the time and pick up the breakfast. And she's like, you got to try this. And I'm just like,
You ruined eggs.
You ruined eggs. So
Burger King,
what
top notch.
good news is Taco Bell came in last at 0%.
Chris sandwiches. The
Yeah,
best.
that's
the Chris sandwich was a very good breakfast sandwich.
yes.
Chick-fil-A came in at 9%.
That's shocking. Their breakfast biscuit, like chicken breakfast biscuit, is so good.
Have you tried the breakfast burrito?
I have not.
That's pretty damn good. And that's like a hearty breakfast burrito. And then winning, which kind of surprised me, McDonald's beat Wendy's 58% to 33%.
Doesn't surprise
Doesn't
me
surprise
at all.
me.
I don't even know what Wendy's serves for breakfast.
Well, Wendy's just started breakfast like last year.
Maybe
couple years
2
ago.
years now.
Yeah, Wendy's actually has a really good breakfast.
They probably do, but I don't think.
I will say-
McDonald's is known for.
I'm
They don't
never-
have their traction,
I'm
you're
never
saying.
awake for Wendy's breakfast.
Egg McMuffin.
The breakfast baconator is really good.
Wendy's also has another good breakfast burrito. I'm a big breakfast burrito fan. They have a good one too.
The Wendy's does bacon, like their bacon on their baconator is done right.
yes.
So I imagine their
breakfast
Their
one
bacon
is
on their
fantastic.
breakfast sandwiches is just done right. Not even just the bacon air. Like
I can go with McDonald's if they bring back their
McGriddle
just
sandwiches.
throw bacon
Not
on
the McGriddles,
anything,
the-
you're
the
going to
ones that-
fucking eat it.
the ones
it's
they
not
just
as good.
brought back this year.
Throw bacon on there.
The steak, egg, and the
bagel.
The bagel.
is that back?
They did bring them back in limited markets.
Yeah.
And until they bring back the McChicken or the chicken McGriddle.
Phone was too close.
Yes.
Don't do that.
I know. Sorry.
Yeah, the chicken McGriddle is like so good, but they only have it very limited.
And I beg to differ on the bacon, Blake. The Dunkin' Donuts sandwich, if you get bacon on it, it's like rubbery. It's not good. So bacon should be good on everything. It's not good on the Dunkin' Donuts one.
Maybe Dunkin' Donuts bacon sucks.
It does. It does.
Maybe,
Maybe
they
it's
should use real bacon.
Canadian bacon.
It's not ham.
Maybe they shouldn't be microwaving their bacon.
Well, that's part of it.
They microwave all their sandwiches.
Yes.
They're the Applebee's of breakfast.
No, they make good donuts.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to
Or at least good munchkins.
if you go to Dunkin', you're like, why would I eat breakfast?
Yeah, you're
I'm going to get these eggs and bacon,
No.
No.
Get the donut.
coffee and donuts.
coffee and donuts. You communist.
Chocolate glaze.
I do like the sausage, egg, cheese on a plain bagel from Dunkin'. That is pretty good. But I'm sure they microwave it too. What
Yeah.
type of donut do you get? Glazed? Chocolate glazed?
Chocolate
No, okay.
glazed.
They just
Chocolate cake donut glazed.
Their cake donuts are fantastic.
Yes, it's irritating when you go through the drive-through. You're getting your coffee. It's like, yeah, I like a chocolate glazed donut, and you get the bag, and it's a plain donut with chocolate icing on it. You're like, God damn it.
You asked for chocolate glaze on a donut.
No,
I
I
heard
didn't
you.
ask for chocolate
That's what you
glaze
just said.
on a donut.
And
I asked for
chocolate glaze.
glazed donut.
Those workers inside
Ask
are
for
like,
the
watch
chocolate-
this.
Chocolate cake donut glaze.
Chocolate cake donut. They're all glazed.
Those guys are inside are like, watch this. We know what he means, but give him this.
No, odds are they're stoned and they don't give a shit.
True. It's 5:45 in the morning. Fuck off.
5:45 in the morning.
You're lucky we're even here.
They've been up all fucking night. Exactly.
Time to make the donut.
Blake, hit us with some listener feedback.
It's not glazed chocolate. It's a chocolate glazed.
Dr. Dana used to make the donuts.
Dr. Dana did used to make the donuts at Buskin Bakery. Now, when you talk donuts in the greater Cincinnati area,
Can she still make donuts?
Are they still around?
they are.
Yes.
They are. She actually picked up some donuts from there on Monday. On her way home.
There are Buskin stores in the city, unlike Krispy Kreme.
That is true.
Krispy Kreme is gone. But you can still get them at Kroger.
And UDF, the convenience store.
Not anymore.
that's
Not
UDF.
anymore?
UDF has their own
UDF
donuts.
makes their
Yes.
own donuts. They're square.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
they the Krispy Kreme raised the price on them, so UDF was like, we can just make our own.
Crispy, they're like, fuck off, Crispy.
No, I mean it makes sense. They
can't
have the
rent here.
production plants for everything.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Blake?
And they're United Dairy Farmers.
That's true, so they should be able to make that, right?
That's right. Big D.
Number one fan.
we're not even going to find out what's in the box this week. Hello, Jeff.
Sponsors listener feedback.
I mean,
What's in the box, Jeff?
Bananas.
Hobie Pod
Again?
promo code
What do you mean again?
Didn't sell out last time.
We had bananas last week.
2 weeks ago.
They didn't sell out.
Are these the same bananas?
No, we just over-ordered, so they keep sending us. So we have to just get them out.
Not plantains?
What are plantains?
I think you meant plantains.
Plantain.
And no, we don't have plantains because we ordered bananas, not plantains.
I don't know what plantains are though.
They're the brother of plantains.
They're like younger plantains.
Exactly.
The good news is with these bananas, you can make a banana pudding milkshake.
Oh.
I had one of them today.
I will drink your milkshake.
Drink it right up.
Plantains are the plantains that Pete Rose would eat.
Oh, fuck that guy. God, I hate him.
Sunny D. The screwdriver.
Dunkaroo Doug.
The jewel
Billy.
of the licking.
Beaver hip,
Beaver hip.
Beaver tails.
Beaver hands.
Beaver feet.
beaver nuggets.
Beaver teeth.
You said that already.
Beaver ears.
I know. You're just
Ape hands, okay? Shut the fuck up, ape hands.
8-bit.
7.
8-bit. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
We just forgot about that, honestly.
We did. He has so many.
The Kurt Rambo expert.
The postman.
Fat Shady.
Fat shit. What? Dad?
We got Blake. PHAT fat or FAT?
Like his fingers.
Okay.
Whichever one's the opposite of slim.
Shady?
That's Eminem.
He's the Eminem of our podcast? So confused. Blake's like, I want to go home.
Blake's just cold.
He does. He came in, first thing he did was to close the vent in the air conditioning vent.
I am currently sweating in here.
That's why it's so hot in here. I'm saying the same thing.
Open the vent, Blake.
No.
God damn it, Meemaw.
Jason played video games while his wife painted. What is wrong with him? Also, is his wife a saint?
There's actually nothing wrong with him because most people would prefer to do that. That he
yes.
was able to get away with it
To be fair,
makes his wife a saint.
she also knows how shitty of a job he would have done, so she would prefer to do it herself.
I'm not denying that.
I'm guessing that Doug didn't listen to the second half of the conversation when Jeff described how bad of a painter you are.
I am. I'm a very bad painter.
It's like, if you want this painted, that's fine. Just don't expect me to do it.
Correct.
I completely agree with that.
Correct.
Or he could do it, just don't expect him to do it right or good.
Does the carpet on the steps have blue paint? We weren't even using blue. That's a skill.
It's a skill.
We honestly don't have enough time to dissect the second question that he asked.
What's wrong with him?
Yes.
His singing? Can I just start right there?
His phonetics.
He allows us to come into his basement and make fun of him.
He's a saint
No, that's
for
what's
that.
good about him.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's a good personality trait.
Thank you. Thanks, Jim. She is a saint.
Oh, we love your wife.
Yes.
And she really loves Jeff.
She does love Jeff.
Of course.
Jeff. She likes you a lot too.
Jeff's her gorilla bear.
Yeah. My daughter really likes Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did hook up with your wife a couple weeks ago.
That's fine.
That's when you took your wedding ring off and said, let's go meet some women.
Oh, did you?
And I just looked on the table and I said, hey, baby.
Did you announce a apology tour like Dave Grohl did today?
He doesn't have to apologize for anything.
The Hobie apology tour. We'll be at the Sharonville Convention Center.
We'll be in the basement. The Hobie apology tour in the basement in Sharonville.
Open it up for us. McNow win.
Yeah, first I'll be, and this is Mignaw Win, and the first question is going to be asking Jason, are you and Jim that upset with each other?
Well, now we got the Harp twins. Let's bring them on out.
So do we have to go to our sign makers to get the Hobie apology tour sign so we
Maybe.
can hang on the stage?
Can we get Daniel Craig to announce us? Ladies and gentlemen, Hobie. There you go, Doug.
Hope that answered the question.
I hope it didn't.
Fuck you, Doug. Better get here and eat some of this cotton candy.
What disease do you have? We've been talking about him not eating this cotton candy forever, and you just jumped to something other
I thought
than...
you were going to say that. Oh, yeah, we have those are Kit Kats. Me and Jeff had those last week.
Yeah,
they were good.
They're
You
pretty
should-
good.
You should try those.
Yeah.
No.
What else you got, Blake?
It says soy on it. Vampit at Vampy. How do you like your eggs?
I pretty much have not had a style of eggs that I dislike. I've had poorly made some, but I haven't had... I like scrambled. I like fried, sunny side up, over easy, hard boiled, soft boiled, poached,
I know what Jeff's answer is.
deviled.
Yep. Because Jeff can only eat like 1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs, but he can eat 37 the deviled eggs.
Well, they are halves.
Yeah, but yeah. Granted,
It's only like
a deviled egg
15
is only
eggs.
half of an egg
And the yolks are whipped.
That's true. Less filling.
That's right.
with mayonnaise and mustard and relish
I'm
and
with you, Jeff.
paprika.
I could eat a whole carton of deviled eggs.
The next day is always the worst after deviled eggs.
Yeah.
That's rough.
We need to bring in like 100
It ain't rough for
deviled
me. It's
eggs
just rough for everybody
for
else
a
around.
Podcast. See how bad this room would smell.
We can't record in the Hobie Studios anymore for at least 3 weeks until we fumigate it.
It's been condemned.
Is there bugs in it? No, just deviled eggs.
They ate deviled eggs. What, they leave them there? No, they finished them all.
Yeah, I made it worse.
How do you like your eggs, Jason?
I like them over easy.
Jim?
It depends how I feel like cooking them. I will make sunny side up. I'll make over easy, scrambled, do some omelets,
Oh, I do like omelet.
poached. I put it in my fried rice. Yeah, pretty much however you want it. Eggs are a pretty good staple.
Yeah. I prefer either scrambled or fried. Over medium if I'm going with some yolk.
Ooh, I forgot all about making like custards and and whipping them and
Blake, how do you like your eggs?
Dippy.
Okay.
got to be a little runny so you can dip your toast in it.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Nothing against that at all.
Like runny protein.
Yep. sounds nasty.
Or plantain.
From Jacobo at Tweets by Jacobo. Thinking of Jason.
Oh, that's dumb.
Aren't we all?
Next time I see him, I'm going to punch him in the face for this question.
This month marks the 40th anniversary of Gummy Bears premiering on television. Jason, do you have the theme song ready for this anniversary?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. I'm
Gummy bears.
darn it.
Where do you go? Gummy bears.
So Jason knew that Jeff was getting ready to turn down his microphone.
That's
So
why
he tried to delay.
Where do they go?
So next time Jackbo comes into Dana Gardens for an Everton soccer match, he's going to get punched in the face.
He also has another one for us, not Gummy Bears, but a USPS Chronicles for the Hobie crew. Package Missouri to Indiana.
Ooh.
Supposed to be delivered September 6th, but never left Jeff City.
Jefferson City.
Yes. After inquiring on 9/7 in the morning, it magically appears in St. Louis that night. Gets to Indy on September 8th, but then shipped to Fort Wayne instead of Fishers. So, here, he actually sent me the whole tracking, which is hilarious. Let's see. Fort Wayne, Indiana. It was processed September 9th. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. We'll start back at the beginning.
You're going the wrong direction,
Yeah.
I think.
Jefferson City, September 4th. St. Louis, September 7th. St. Louis, September 8th. In transit to next facility, September 8th. Let's see here. Let's see. Arrived at Indianapolis. Arrived at Indianapolis. Departed for Fort Wayne. Arrived at Fort Wayne. Processing Fort Wayne. So, great job. Great job.
Don't they know that like, Fishers is just a neighborhood, like a territory in Indianapolis?
Well, no, not
Okay,
anymore.
Just making sure.
Yeah. So if you have any chronicles of postal deliveries, please let us know. We're just trying to make the post office better.
I think after some, I think I will take his punch in the face away, and I think I'll give it to Doug for losing that package.
Good call. Good call.
We need to just make a map of the U.S. and just they have little strings of the places the packages go.
Do it like Always Sunny style
Yeah.
with Charlie and his map.
Yeah,
They'll
like a
come in-
conspiracy board.
They'll come here and think that we're like tracking a killer or something, and there's going to be stuff post-it notes and strings connecting back and forth. Like, what are you guys doing? This is Jeff's overnight oats.
My oats are now in Vermont.
Blake, what else you got?
How many games will the Bengals win this year? How many will the Browns give away?
That question was asked by Steve at Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movies.
The Bengals will win. Let's see if I get this right. 19 games.
Super Bowl champs.
Yep. They lost their one, and then now they're going to go 19-0 for the rest of the season.
The Browns are going to give away 19 games.
That would be
That would be impressive.
Pretty impressive if we could. I
Over 2 years.
Well, hold on, you're including preseason too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it said how many lawsuits would Deshaun Watson get this year. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
How many women will sue him for sexual assault?
Hey, guys.
New ones?
like what
It's up to
quarter?
2 dozen total.
What
now,
quarterback
isn't
do you want if you get rid of Deshaun Watson? Is there anybody on your roster that you would rather have play over him?
Bryce Young might be out there for available for a trade.
he? Nah.
Doug Flutie.
You know, there's a reason they didn't sign Joe Flacco.
Because he was a fan favorite.
Yeah, because week 2, everybody calling for Joe Flacco. Honestly, seriously, that's why they didn't sign him.
Oh, they would be calling for him right now, yeah.
I was like, I like it. I said they had a great graphic of 300-yard passing games with Kevin Stefanski. It's like Joe Flacco in was it 5-6 games 4, and Deshaun Watson was
0.
like 13 or 12 0.
Yeah. I've already saw a few things online saying that they should the Browns should tank, and like they're going to need to,
No need to do it on purpose.
and then they should draft the kid from Texas, Quinn Ewers.
But the Browns' defense should be better than what they showed.
Yes.
Yeah.
1000%.
Actually, the defense wasn't that bad.
They just
really.
got put in bad positions.
And they were just on the
when
field
you-
a lot.
Exactly.
Same with.
When
that's
you're
kind of how I feel with the Bengals too. Like
Yeah,
the defense was just on the field.
They
lot.
were on the field. You know, they really gave up really only one bad drive, right? The rest of the time, you know, they're giving them short fields, automatic field goals, and they haven't played any series in the preseason together, so they're all gassed. You're sitting here watching them, you're looking at them. They're all got hands on their hips, and they're all breathing heavily. I'm like, you know, this is what happens when you don't play any reps in preseason.
That's part. Like they should. If that's the tracking that these teams are going, then they should just do away with preseason games.
Yeah.
But then
Like,
you looked
have
at
one or
some team.
two.
Look at like the Bears played their starters at some every game.
Yeah.
And you had Caleb Williams, and they had to get him into some action to get.
Sure.
Yeah.
But their defense played every game.
I was more upset in the.
I mean, injuries are part of the game.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
I was more upset
Injuries are part of the game.
in the Browns game that they wouldn't let the Dallas kicker try a 71-yard field goal. I was
wanted to
excited.
see it, too.
I did too.
I wanted to see
Did you
it,
see
too.
the fans started booing
Yeah,
when
I
they took
believe
him
it.
off the field?
He made a 68-yarder.
Yeah,
66.
It was 66.
Now he made a 68-yarder in preseason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that didn't count.
No, it doesn't
Unfortunately,
count.
for the
But I wanted a
Raptors, it counts.
71.
But 71, I'll tell you what, you know, that dude's got a leg. I
Maybe
was
we
like,
should
yeah,
just
I
take
wanna
more
see it.
soccer players and make them football players.
There you
I mean, why wouldn't they let him kick? I mean, they had that game well in hand,
yeah.
didn't they?
It was going into halftime, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
still the first half? Oh, that's probably why.
They still should have let him kick it.
Yeah.
Why not? You're
Yeah.
kicking our ass. I mean, what do they got to
9-29.
fear? Nothing.
What else we got here, Blake?
I think the Bengals will win 12 games. That's my guess.
Including the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
11. Maybe 10.
Only if they throw the ball to Jamar Chase.
That's right. What else you got, Blake?
Not hardly you, ABBA, at hardly you.
Oh.
What sitcom would you make into a gritty reboot? Who stars in it?
Wings takes place in the World War II. And
is about pilots, fighter pilots.
in Nantucket.
In the Pacific.
Yes.
Yeah, Apple actually did that.
Who stars in it?
HBO did too, I think.
Who stars in it?
You talking about a remake of Baba Black Sheep?
Let's go, what's his name? Elvis Butler.
Elvis Butler?
No, the guy who played Elvis.
yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler. Yeah, we'll get him.
I like it. And Liv Tyler. There you go. What else you got?
Gritty reboot.
I like that. Thanks, Jim.
Sitcom.
Austin Butler wasn't the one on Netflix. The one on Apple. Yeah.
There you go. Austin
I wanna
Butler and Liv Tyler.
choose Welcome Back, Kotter.
Oh, it could be like a Dangerous Minds one.
Ooh, could Mr. Cotter be the principal?
Well, he eventually became the principal in the show.
I mean, in the new one.
I mean, could. Or it could be, him taking on the job, coming back.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Mr. Cotter. I mean, it could be, but Gabe Kaplan.
Oh, Gabe Kaplan. you mean.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Gabe
Heidi,
Kaplan
Heidi,
definitely
Heidi,
played
ho.
the-
Is he still alive? Gabe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaplan?
He does poker commentary.
Oh, what about his wife?
Marcia
She's still alive?
Strassman.
Yeah.
I would have to look that up.
Brian, what gritty sitcom you
Oh,
making?
the teacher needs to be played by Ted McGinley.
I
Ooh.
think I've seen this.
I would go The King of Queens.
As a gritty remake.
Yeah, and I would keep the cast.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of delivering UPS packages, he's delivering drugs. Is he like a drug mule?
Could be.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Just put a gritty filter over the top of the camera lens.
Just the cover, like the Sybil font or Sybil scene.
Yeah.
What do you got, Blake? What's your gritty sitcom?
I didn't write anything down.
Okay, good call. Good call. Best color man in the business.
I have The Cosby Show.
Oh, boy. That actually happened in real life.
Now he won't come on our show.
But Cliff Huxtable is the doctor who gets in trouble
Wait,
for selling drugs.
is it a documentary?
No, he's selling drugs because his wife has cancer. So he gets in trouble for that.
Bryan Cranston's in it.
So he breaks bad, is what you're saying?
I don't
And
know
a
why.
gun.
I don't know why you got what you guys are thinking. I was just coming up with.
What else we got here, Blake?
I think Bryan Cranston will get in
I
trouble.
will let you know Marcia Strassman passed away in 2014.
Oh, that's a shame.
So no more Mrs. Cotter.
Mrs. Cotter. Great, professor.
You wanna do that
number
one next week?
Like doctor number one. Yeah, I don't like this Dear Abby question there. It's pretty disturbing.
Here, I'll answer the question.
Yes.
No, we cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, because Dr. Bednar's not here. And
The Dr. Bednar
the
question.
question clearly says this is for Dr. Bednar, and he's not here. So we could pose it to him on Facebook, maybe. Maybe see if we could get an answer.
I'll get out to him on it, Facebook. See if he can get an answer back. He's a
I'm
good doctor.
Still waiting on my song, too, Doctor.
I have no idea how to answer this question.
We're not even gonna read the
to help
question.
this person out. So
Let's get some news of the geek going.
Go to the fill-in Northern Kentucky this weekend.
Saturday.
And ask them for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try some of these.
Oh, man.
What
are these?
I don't know. It's in Japanese.
They're the deaf. Are they the deaf things?
No, I think
that's
it's a
the other
death thing.
one.
Oh, okay, good.
These are. They look like. I believe they are called sauced cutlets.
Oh.
It's a katsu with some type of Sugaru makes sauces. So.
You say Subaru?
Sugaru.
And cars.
There's a Subaru in that bag?
Joe Azuzu is very happy with that.
Hey, these must be the snacks for college-educated lesbians.
It's a Forester?
It's Adobe. Little
Card made of clay.
Jeff, give me some while he's doing that.
It smells barbecue.
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek.
Per Distractify, where Brian gets all of his news from,
I want to see the bag. Sorry.
the college experience seems to have lost its ways over the year. A few decades ago, someone could work an entire summer while living with their parents, save their money, and be able to afford a whole year's worth of tuition. Now folks are going into debt forever, and the U.S. collective student loan debt stands at staggering $1.7 trillion. If all that isn't enough to have you think long and hard about signing for college without a clear career trajectory in mind, geez. Let's see. Maybe these Twitter posts, a.k.a. X post, will. Parents are going online to, quote-unquote, help their kids out, including the one from a parent whose kid goes to Purdue, and post on the university's Facebook page asking them who their kid's floor RA is, along with a contact number and a public Facebook comment, which is probably a bad idea. Another post online was from a, quote, worried mama who made an anonymous post about a kid who was already having roommate issues. Quote, he's nice but wants to bring friends to their dorm at 12:30 a.m. He told my son he wants to hook up with a bunch of girls. My son told him they needed to set boundaries. I hope my son makes friends soon. Someone else was irate their son was placed on the floor with a bunch of, non-native English speakers. Quote, I am so upset, disgusted with my son's first few days. My son's RA is AWOL, canceled the first and only meeting he sat, and he says the group leader for BGR, whatever, only meets them for meals. He seems to be on a very international hall where a lot of kids are speaking a foreign language, so he's basically all alone. I'm so upset and disappointed.
Imagine that. You go to Purdue with a bunch of engineers and you're with a bunch of foreign kids.
Well, this isn't just all Purdue, is it?
No, that
one was.
This one is.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is all comes from the Purdue Facebook page.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. The
So
worst
your son has an opportunity to learn from people from
different cultures.
different cultures in different countries around the world, and maybe get invited to go back home with them
Nah.
and learn something.
No.
Nah.
Now, but the xenophobic parents are...
Nah.
Yeah.
The worst incident seems comes from this parent who did not like that her introverted son's roommate was playing Xbox into long hours of the night and inviting girls into his dorm room. He can't be that introverted.
Sounds like a great opportunity for this young man to expand his social horizons.
So they decide to drive all the way to the school and speak to the teenager face-to-face about the issue. But they didn't seem all that satisfied with the young man's response. Quote, my son's roommate has been a complete disaster so far. I don't know how to resolve it.
Sounds like a fun roommate to me.
The roommate brought his Xbox and plays loud video games until midnight. Midnight, I tell you.
Awesome.
And he invites, ready, girls over.
Yeah.
They continued, my boy's an introvert and doesn't like strangers in his dorm room. Well, Mom, I guess you should have bought a single room.
Yeah, I'm like, then he should have
you may not
picked
have
a
choices for
roommate
single
or got a
rooms,
single room or something.
Or gone to a school where he could commute.
Yeah.
Sleep in your car. I drove several hours once I heard about the issue and talked to his roommate, who was utterly disrespectful. Should I go back and talk to the RA? Are any parents also dealing with this?
Here's my response if Mom would have come in and said stuff to me, it would have been like, you're not my mom. Go fuck yourself.
No, see what Mom
if he doesn't like that, you can take him too. I don't care.
What Mom should have done was told son, you need to learn how to deal with people. This is how you do it.
No.
You know what she should have said was, ask for a second controller, and when he brings girls in, do they have friends?
He's bringing girls. I mean, people online started going
Mom, can you
back.
buy me a 12-pack of beer, please?
One person wrote, I can't imagine anything more embarrassing than my mom coming down right after I was dropped off to college to argue with my roommate about having girls over. Another person said, quote, if I asked my mom to come speak to someone at my college, she would have told me to go fuck myself.
No, I'm thinking, the fact that she came down the first time and confronted her son is now going to be ruthlessly picked on.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
If she comes back to talk to the RA, oh my God, she might as well take her son home with her.
We had
She better file the paperwork to move her son to a different dorm.
Yeah.
several years ago, we had a distant relative that basically her son was going to school, first year freshman, and he couldn't understand, I guess he was having trouble with getting the homework done and all that, and it was a lot of workloads, and so his mom literally called the professor and talked to him.
Oh, God.
I read an article today.
I was like, oh, that's not a good sign.
Where it was a woman on TikTok complained that she was complaining that she had to send an email to her son's kindergarten teacher because his son came home with a packet of 20 sheets, front and back, of work that he has to do over the next month.
Wow.
And she said, this is way too much. We're out. We're not doing this.
We're out.
Because her son couldn't do it and was crying, and she goes, we sat down to do it. And well, you should have been able to help him because it's work that a kindergartner can do.
If Mom can't figure out how to get the kindergartner to do kindergarten work,
Capital
Mom
A,
might need to start back at
lowercase a.
kindergarten.
But the mom has 1 million followers on TikTok, so
I don't understand how many sides are on a triangle.
this is 20 pages for a month of work. That's just way too much.
1 page per school day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Stop it. That's common
I'm
sense.
sorry. That's horrible.
So please don't go to your kid's college.
At least don't ask them to do math. Come on.
Math is math.
What'd you guys think of those sauce cutlets?
Oh, I haven't tried mine yet.
It's pretty much almost like turkey, chicken jerky. It's katsu.
Oh, it's soft.
Yeah, it's katsu.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be crunchy when I first took a bite, but
Oh.
So
it's not that terrible. I particularly didn't
horrible,
like it, but I wasn't going to make the faces. It's not like it's ranch flavored.
I mean, you guys did better than Blake. He threw his in the garbage box.
So I did track these down.
I did smell it first.
and I translated it. Mm-hmm. This is a sheet of minced fish meat,
Oh, yeah, there it is.
deep fried in vegetable oil, topped with their own original blend of sauce, featuring richly flavored, easy to eat bite-sized cutlets.
Well, throw that away, Brian. We don't want it near you.
Yeah, I did take one bite.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's shellfish.
No, it's just like a fish paste, like seafood fish paste. So probably not enough shellfish,
Yeah, thanks, pop culture.
eggs, squid, chicken, soybeans, pork,
Let's think
peaches, apples, fish paste.
Think about it for a minute. Are you going to make fish paste out of good fish meat?
Nope.
No.
Goodness. Anyways,
I wouldn't buy it, but we've eaten a lot worse stuff on here.
yeah, I was with you, Jeff. I was expecting crunch, and it was soft.
That's what she said.
Per Yahoo News, follow up from a prior article reported on, a federal judge has sentenced the Kansas City Chiefs superfan known as Chiefaholic to more than 17 years in prison for a string of 11 bank robberies across 7 states, which he stole nearly $850,000 to finance his social media stardom. Xavier Babador learned his fate last Thursday, the same day his beloved Chiefs were gearing up for their season opener against the Ravens. He admitted to the bank robbers earlier. He developed a following on his @Chiefsaholic account on the social platform Twitter after attending games dressed as a wolf in Chiefs gear. His rapid support of the Chiefs became well known on social media. Whatever. Babadoo's robbery spree bankrolled the expensive tickets and travel across the country to attend Chiefs games, while he cultivated a large fan base online. However, the bank and credit union employees whom he terrorized at gunpoint suffered the brunt of his true nature, said U.S. Attorney Teresa Moore. Most of the money he stole never was recovered, so the court ordered him to pay over $530,000 in restitution and forfeit anything he used to launder the money, including an autographed painting of Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes that FBI recovered. I just picture the one from Dodgeball where he's grabbing the bull by the horns is Patrick Mahomes, though, instead. But, of course, he may never able to repay that much, just as it's unlikely he'll pay $10.8 million to an Oklahoma bank teller he terrorized and assaulted with a gun during one of his bank robberies. He lost a civil suit. Prosecutors said much of the stolen money was laundered through casinos and online gambling.
So he was true to his nature. He was dressed as a wolf.
Yes.
He wasn't so much laundering the money, he's just losing it.
And we don't know where the money went. How about his season tickets and his travel expenses?
He even robbed the same bank twice in Clive, Iowa, twice during 2022, although the bank changed names in the months between the robberies. When he was arrested the first time in 2022, he had a bag filled with $289,000 in cash, betting slips for $24,000, and bank deposit letters showing that he had put $20,000 and $50,000 into his account earlier that year.
So they were able to recover some of the money, I hope. Like
Yeah.
$289,000.
And his Taylor Swift tickets.
Let's see here. He even robbed a bank while he was out on after being arrested, out on bond. So, and he cut off his ankle monitor while out and fled Oklahoma.
I like he was driving by that bank. Hey, that's a new name, but it's the same layout.
Before the start of 2022 season, Babadora placed 2 winning $5,000 bets that the Chiefs would win the Super Bowl and Mahomes would be named the game's MVP. Collected a $100,000 check from Argosy in casino in Illinois before taking off and using some of his winnings to buy a vehicle that he eventually used to evade authorities with. He was arrested in Sacramento, California in July 2023. So there you go. Babador, not a good move.
Babudar.
Yeah, Babadoo.
Nope.
Jeff, we got some box office news over there?
I do.
Go ahead. Hit me with it.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
I won't really say we have any bombs this week because the number one at the box office on September 6th, 2024 through September 8th, 2024, Beetlejuice. It made $110 million in its opening weekend on a $100 million budget.
I heard it wasn't that good.
No.
Is it a new number one?
What's that?
Yeah, it is new number one.
Yeah, because it's its opening weekend.
Yep.
Number two, Deadpool and Wolverine, another $7.2 million, a total of $614 million on a $200 million budget.
Good for that.
So there was number one, 110, number two, 7.
Yep.
Big difference. Number three, Reagan made another $5.2 million, a total of $18.5 million on a $25 million budget. Number 4, Alien Romulus made $3.9 million, a total of $97 million on a budget of $90 million. And rounding out the top 5, It Ends With Us made $3.8 million, a total of $141.5 million on a $25 million budget.
That might be a hit.
It's looking like the majority of the top 5 is a hit, and Reagan is creeping close to its budget.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you make a point. The number Beetlejuice 2, $110 million. The next 2 have been out for several weeks, and they're like $110 million to $7 million, $5 million.
Well, all 4 of them have been out for a while.
Yeah.
The bottom 4, or the next 4, I mean.
Is that like part of the problem with going to the movies
What's that?
nowadays, post-COVID?
What's that?
There's nothing out there to see or watch.
I don't know.
There's Beetlejuice 2, Deadpool, Wolverine, Reagan, Alien Romulus, It Ends With Us, Forge.
That's it.
So Twisters was number 7 this week.
Jeezel.
Every
Still.
week a new one comes out,
And it
you
did
go see
two-
the new one every week.
2.2 million. Twisters
that.
still.
Is Tenet coming out again?
What is it?
Tenet?
Maybe.
Despicable Me 4 made $1.8 million.
Yeah. Jim, what's coming out the rest of the coming out the next week?
What's coming out? We have, let's go with The Critic.
It
Stinks.
In 1930s, London, a powerful theatrical critic, threatened by the new owner of the newspaper where he works, enlists a young actress to help him prevent his boss from firing him. This is Ian McKellen, Gemma Arterton, Leslie Manville, Mark Strong, Ben Barnes.
Ooh, Sinestro.
Yep.
What else?
We also have coming out, we'll have The Buckingham Murders.
Ooh, sounds ominous.
Queen did it.
A grieving cop who loses her child to murder and moves to another town where she's tasked with investigating the disappearance of a missing child, exploring themes of trauma, grief, the immigrant experience, and our need for closure.
This actually looks pretty decent.
This is Kareena Kapoor, Keith Allen, Stuart Whelan, Jonathan Niati, Chris Wilson, and others.
Chris Penn.
Keith Allen, the father of Lily and Alfie Allen.
Yes.
What else?
You know Theon Greyjoy?
We will have Speak No Evil.
This looks creepy.
A family is invited to spend a weekend with an idyllic country house, unaware that their dream vacation will soon become a psychological nightmare.
I don't think I've seen this.
Oh, it looks creepy. I saw the preview for it.
James McAvoy was pretty creepy.
Scoot McNairy.
I saw the long trailer for this for Deadpool and Wolverine this past week, and it spooked me.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Davis, Scoot McNairy, Aisling Francois, Alex West Leffler, Dan Huff.
Yeah. I think if I watch this movie, it might make my list of top movies that scarred me as a kid.
Okay. What else?
How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies. A man quits work to care for her dying grandmother. Motivated by her fortune, he schemes to win her favor before she passes.
Is this a Medea movie?
I thought the same exact thing. I really did.
Now, this is...
We've been doing this too long together, Blake. The first thing I thought was Medea.
This is an Indian film.
Oh, okay. What else?
Next, we will have
Medea.
Hereafter. Claire is overjoyed when her daughter Robin is miraculously revived after a fatal accident. But her relief turns to dread as Claire notices changes in her daughter, suspecting something dark has followed her back from the brink of death.
Medea.
It's Tammy Taylor.
Tammy Taylor, Connie Britton,
Yeah.
Giovanni Cirifira, Cirfiera.
Not going to work here anymore.
Surfiera.
Freya Hannon Mills, Tommaso Basili, and no one else I really recognize. But if it's Tammy Taylor, it's kind of a must-watch.
Okay. Anything
I heard
else?
her daughter was a slut.
She is. Two more.
Okay.
We have The Killer's Game.
This looks decent.
A veteran assassin is diagnosed with life-threatening illness and authorizes a kill on himself. After ordering the kill, an army of former colleagues pounce and a new piece of information comes to light. Insanity ensues.
This is Bautista.
Dave Bautista.
This looks like a good fun, like what was that train movie with Brad Pitt last year?
Bullet Train.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a fun movie like that.
You guys seen pictures of Dave Bautista lately?
Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he dropped all that muscle he was carrying.
He said that it's the smallest he's been since a teenager.
Yeah,
I
he
believe
dropped, 55 pounds, he said. He was tired of being typecast and being sent like kind of the same kind of roles.
As bodyguards and
but yeah.
thugs.
Yep.
I understand that, but it's like, damn, he had a good physique. I mean,
Yeah.
He used to be a swimmer,
No.
so that could be
maybe
part
he's
of
got a swimmer's build now, I guess.
They had to bring back Nebula to work with, or not Nebula, but the other Palm. Palm Clemente.
Oh,
Clementif.
okay.
Yeah. Terry Crews.
Mantis.
Ben
Scott
Kingsley.
Atkins, Lucy Cook, Ben Kingsley, Terry Crews,
Love him in
Drew
Sexy Beast.
McIntyre,
Yeah. Drew McIntyre's in it too.
Okay.
and then lastly, but not leastly, we have Am I Racist?
I'm assuming the answer is going to be yes.
A man investigates diversity, equity, and inclusion practices, exposing absurdities through undercover social experiments. This is Matt Walsh.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
He has like a Borat type of character where he's. And one scene, I just read an article. One scene, he got a woman who wrote a book about diversity to give his cameraman $30 in reparations.
oh, jeez.
So she's good now.
Yeah, she's fine. She doesn't know anything.
Anyways, Jeff, give me some top 5 music, please.
Boy, oh boy, weren't they great. That's the Lobotomized Monkey, and now, the top 5.
Top 5 this week is top 5 fictional gadgets you would like to own. Uh-oh.
Fuck.
What'd Blake do?
Top 5 cereals.
That was just a Facebook.
That's just on our Facebook page.
Go ahead, do cereals. That is great.
going.
I love it.
I mean, that would have been an easier list for me to come up with, honestly. And I could do it off the top of my head if we
We've
really
done
wanted
top 5 cereals before.
But I'm like, all right, I'm in. I didn't even read the fucking.
I know cereals.
It says fictional gadget. Oh fuck! I didn't even read it.
The best is I'm reading this and Blake's face is like, what? What are we doing?
We are so good at this.
Well, I did top 5 Medea films, so don't feel bad.
This is our 4th episode.
Tonight. Blake, what's your number 5?
Start with Blake. That works.
I kind of want to change this now.
My number 5 cereal was
What is it?
from Quaker Oats. It was Quisp. Any of you guys remember Quisp?
Yeah, I remember Quiz.
It's like elliptical Captain Crunch, except it didn't tear your mouth up.
And it had an alien on its box.
With a little propeller on his head that was actually part of his head. What I like about this,
So you want that gadget on his
that's
head.
right. I want the gadget. That's right.
You want the Quisp gadget.
That's
okay.
right. So the Quisp gadget on his head. That's right. So the cereal. It's kind of funny because I'm like, oh, I remember Quisp, man. I remember like that as a kid, and then you couldn't find it, so I had to look it up. It's like, oh, it was discontinued in the '70s due to low sales. However, it has been reintroduced several times since then. In 1985, it came back, and then it went away. In the 90s, it came back again, and then it went away. And in 2001, Quisp was reintroduced as the first internet cereal.
The fuck does that mean?
I have no idea.
Internet cereal. That's
And then it went away. But today it's still
had the
available
internet.
in some grocery stores and online.
Oh, it wasn't internet cereal.
So what's that from? What movie is that? Quisp is just not going to happen.
Quit trying to make Quisp
Trying to
happen.
make Quisp a thing. Yeah.
Jeff, what's your number 5?
My-
Gadget. Top 5 gadget.
he can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's his
That's true.
list.
I got a gadget. Jeez. My number 5 is a sonic screwdriver
Oh, from
from Doctor Who.
I'm a doctor.
It does whatever you need it to do at the time. It's great.
It's a lazy writing.
No, it's perfect writing. I want a gadget that can do whatever I needed to do at the time.
My number 5 is the Rocketeer's jetpack. I feel like I would kill myself, though, by flying it, because there's not much control on it.
Well, then get James
But at
Bond's
least
jetpack.
you wear a helmet.
Yeah, you do wear a helmet, so you're fine. Number 5 for you, Jim.
I'm going to go with the Star Trek transporter
Good one.
There's my number 2.
Put it on the board.
because I just got done in a car for 5 hours. I could have just like walked in and let just beamed back to Cincinnati.
Have Miles O'Brien just beam me around.
Yeah.
Number 5 for you, Brian.
My number 5, I will semi piggyback off of yours, Jim. We're going to go with the flying cars from the Jetsons.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Except for all the other idiots in their flying cars.
Well, I mean,
And planes.
idiots are everywhere. I mean, you can't go anywhere without there being idiots. So, I mean, that's just part of life.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is the time control remote from the movie Click.
Good one. I didn't think
But
of that.
don't overuse it like he did because
Right.
he missed all the good part. He missed
Right.
all the good part.
And then Christopher Walken will teach you a story.
Yeah.
I like that. Number 4 for you, Jim.
I'll go lightsabers.
Oh, yeah.
Just to use it like they did in How I Met Your Mother. To
cut the turkey.
My number 4 is, I know nothing about this, but Harry Potter's wand, just so I could cast spells everywhere.
There's no science section involved with Harry Potter.
No, I just said gadgets.
It just says
fictional.
it doesn't say science. It says fictional. It doesn't
Yeah,
say
fictional.
science. It says fictional.
What did you put on Facebook?
Maybe sci-fi, I don't know.
Cereal?
Cereal! Fine, I'll
How y'all missed that?
Fine, you know what? I'll get rid of Harry Potter's wand. Number 4, Cookie Crisp. There you go.
Hermione's wand.
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather have Ron Weasley's wand because that was broken and you never knew what was going to happen.
The whisper cookie. He could make
He did have a wizard cookie
cereal.
crisp.
He could make
Yeah.
lots of cereal. Beer.
Number 4 for you, Jeff.
I didn't get it because when I was growing up, the mascot for Cookie Crisp was a dog.
Yeah, I did too.
That was a
Criminal.
quote from. That was a dog.
Oh.
No, that was a quote from Community.
Oh.
when they dressed Pierce up as the Cookie Crisp wizard, but Troy didn't understand the reference. He just wanted to went along with it.
Oh, gotcha. Stupid Community.
Best show ever.
Number 4?
Number 4, I've got the tricorder from Star Trek.
What's that?
It's the thing that, does pretty much everything. It does environmental scans, data recording and analysis, medical analysis, and alien life form data.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, this person has cancer. Beep. We cured the cancer. I think that's a great gadget.
Number 4 for you, Blake.
All right, number 4. You can go on eBay and buy boxes of the cereal still for like upwards of $700 a box.
It's got to be good cereal.
It was Pink Panther Flakes, believe it or not.
That one I don't remember.
Discontinued in 1980. The pink coloring on the flakes would turn your milk into strawberry flavored milk.
Sounds pleasant.
Of course, it was stopped in 1980 because it was
Red Dye number 2.
Did Taliesin
so
Jeffy do commercials for that?
yeah.
Probably.
So I do have fond memories of staying over at my grandpa's house, and I was like, "Hey, what's that cereal? Pink Panther Flakes." And I started eating it, and I know my grandpa was upset because I was eating all the cereal.
And then you forgot where you were for 6 days.
Yeah, but the funny thing was when I looked this up, there is an article on Substack called "Pink Panther Flakes and the Low-Key Fascism of Florida," and they're completely unrelated. So I don't know.
It is Substack.
It's Substack. But anyways,
There is.
I would like to have the Pink Panther diamond. There you go. Gotcha.
Blake, there is a Pink Panther cereal theme song. As sweet as you can be, the color of pink. Pink Panther flakes are pink. As sweet as you can be, the color of pink. Tickle me pink. Hey, Pink Panther, we love Pink Panther flakes. So pink, so sweet, and they're new. We love their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different vitamins, just as much as we love you.
Couldn't afford the rest of the vitamins, but we got 8.
There's a lot of vitamins to expect from a sugar cereal.
Especially in the 70s.
I know.
Towson Jaffe, he did commercials for Strawberry Krispies. Which is similar to the
Similar.
also canceled because of Red Dye
Red Dye number 2.
Yes, I remember him talking about the story of, he did a commercial for a thing that, was pulled off the market because of Red Dye number 2.
He only ate like 50 bowls of cereal in the filming of the commercials.
The best part is on Google, did they stop making Pink Panther cereal? They stopped making it 44 years ago. Why are you asking that question?
Stop making Pink Panther everything.
Even movies.
After the cartoon series, the sales plummeted, of course.
I just want to be the person, you know what? Could go for some Pink Panther cereal today. Let me see if they make it.
Yeah. That's why there's boxes on eBay going upwards for almost $700.
What else you got?
So my question is, who buys this cereal and says, you know what, I'm going to keep this for 40 years and I'm going to make 700% of my money back?
What do? I'm a cereal speculator.
You can get just the box for $25 on eBay. Just the box.
Just the box.
What else you got?
Let's see, my number 3, I pre-planned to apologize to Jim, saying I was either I had to Hobie it because I was going with chocolate and Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles chocolate Pebbles are fine too.
Any of the Pebbles, really, for me, I'm good with.
Yeah.
Gremlin cereal is $300. But the best part, it's pre-owned.
I wanted new.
They also ate it and shit in the box.
They filled up with Captain Crunch.
We already ate that. We put it back in there.
Pre-digested. Awesome.
We baby birded it.
Coming to the Jeff box next week. Number 3 to you, Jeff.
Number 3, I've got from both Star Trek and the Jetsons. They both featured food replicators.
Oh, that'll be good.
Won't have to cook again and still get gourmet food.
My number 3 is the bands that they wore in Avengers Endgame where they could time travel.
Time traveling bands. Nice.
Disney has those.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I mean,
the problem is to get one of those. Do you know how much it costs them to time travel from Disney?
$600,000.
No, it's $600 billion.
Oh,
so every time they traveled back, they just got more added to their account.
Damn it!
But the cool thing, they're simple though. I mean, all it is a Mobius strip inverted.
Sure.
Did you not watch the movie?
I did, but it's been a while for that part.
I'll stay with the same
Number
movie.
3?
I'll go with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, that's a good McGadget.
Mm-hmm. With or without the stones?
All stones, of course.
Without the stones.
All without the stones is dumb.
Collect all 5.
6.
But I had to. Do you know how many boxes? Counting? Do you know how many boxes of Pink Panther cereal I bought to get them all?
You send away for it.
Well, the problem is you keep buying it and you keep getting the purple one over and over and over again.
These things cost me $700,000 to buy now.
What do you got, Brian? Number 3.
Number 3 for me, I'm going to go with the Neuralizer from
Men in Black.
Men in Black. Yeah.
Here comes the man. so you can make people forget.
Yeah.
You can speed up time and make people forget. I don't know. You sound like you're manipulating people.
Brian, remember that time when you drank Guinness and Jameson out of a pumpkin? Nope.
I don't need a gadget to get rid of that. I just need to drink Guinness and Jameson out of a pumpkin to forget.
Listen, that was a terrible idea. You have a pumpkin. You have a power drill. You have
Well, it started with a hammer and bottle
He's
caps.
told this before.
yeah, and then some Guinness, some Jameson. Pour those into the hole, and then you just put a liquor like a pour spout in it. No, that's just not good. Not good.
What else you got? Number 2.
Number 2 for me, I'm gonna go with the Rocky IV robot. Hey, everybody needs a friend.
That's right. Number 2 for you, Jim?
I'll go with the Oasis.
The band?
No.
Oh.
The gadget you
Yes.
put on the picture on Facebook.
From Ready Player One.
Yes, the entire new internet.
Yes.
I was at first confused because I saw you put that picture and I went, why is he putting a picture of Cyclops from X-Men Apocalypse? And then I realized, oh no, that's a different Ty Sheridan movie.
Yep.
My number 2 is the universal translator from Guardians of the Galaxy that they always have on. So you can understand everybody. And then the mom wouldn't be upset that her son couldn't understand the people in the dorms.
Exactly.
Then everybody could understand Gambit.
No, that's still not.
The translator would be saying, what?
It breaks.
I mean,
Please say again.
Or even better, just a Babel fish.
Yes. Number 2?
For number 2, I have Smurfberry Crunch. I had the transporter from Star Trek. So,
New Pink Panthers Flakes cereal box used. First box, 1972 vintage, $679.
and the not any transporter because I don't want the transporter from The Fly.
Yeah, don't do that. Blake, number 2?
Make sure there's no gnats in there. Number 2, Count Chocula.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Booberry.
Blueberry's good, too.
Actually, all the Monster series.
Yeah.
to tell you the truth.
Frankenberries.
You know, Booberry, Frankenberry.
The
Count
werewolf is
Chocula.
not as good.
The marshmallow
Fruit-
mummy.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a marshmallow
Yummy Mummy?
Yummy
Yeah.
mummy.
Yeah.
And then didn't they try to come out with like a wacky werewolf or something like that?
Yeah, Fruit Brute. Yep.
Fruit Brute.
A box of Fruit Brute is seen in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
They also have a Frightful Friend cereal with all of them combined in one box.
And then didn't a couple years ago they bring out a new
Female one that people
girl
were getting
monster.
mad. Yeah. Carmella Creeper. It's green and looks nasty.
But I guess it's like caramel apple flavored. I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Caramel apple.
Yeah. So, what's your number 1?
In any of its forms, the original circular with the little barrel, tiny marshmallows, then they updated it to, bigger pieces with Count Chocula head marshmallows, and then they reverted back, and somebody's like, "What happened to the thing?" Anyways, all right.
Yeah, this has snake marshmallows.
Yeah. And then they put bats in there one year, didn't they,
Yep.
for a couple years?
Snake.
White marshmallow bats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eh, all of them. All right. Number 1, you can't microwave this, and it is cocoa wheats.
Oh.
Oh, man, you make it right. You take that milk, you put it in that soft pan, you put a little bit of sugar in there. You be careful, boil it, don't burn it, and you put the cocoa wheats in there and keep stirring it. I'm telling you, man, it's a bowl of good stuff.
If I have to work for it, it's not good. Hence, food replicator.
Food replicator.
Number 1 for you, Jeff?
Great
Great list, Blake.
Hold on. I hope it's number 1.
Yeah.
The watch from the girl with the gold watch and everything.
Good job.
Thank you.
My number 1, I have the weather machine.
From G.I. Joe?
No, from General Hospital.
Okay.
But just take control of the weather.
Okay. My number one, it's not the Green Lantern ring. It's the White Lantern ring. That controls all of them. You have all the powers of the green, yellow.
The one ring to rule them all.
That's right. The White Lantern ring.
Go, I'll take the ring.
Oh, I'm afraid of yellow. Not anymore.
They got rid of that impurity.
They did. I'm afraid of wood.
Well, that one I can't help you with.
Number one, Jim.
Number one is I'm going to go with the most important invention that would solve all of our life's problems. It would be a Dejeric board.
What's that?
It's the hollow chess board in Star Wars.
Oh.
Let the Wookiee win.
So I'm room for president. Number one for you, Brian.
Let's see. Number one for me, I'm going to go with the dog translation collar from Up.
Oh, that's a good one.
Squirrel!
Jeff, do you have the Facebook pics for this one?
Oh, I should probably look before that.
I'll
Frankenberry.
Let's see here. We have from Jacobo, tweets by Jacobo. He had the Mousecatool from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. You can see in the future and gives you 4 items you need to overcome obstacles. Mr. Gadget. HAL 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Mr. Gadget?
Yeah.
Not Inspector Gadget?
Nope.
No, he wants a Mr. Gadget.
Okay. Is there a difference?
I think.
Okay.
Do you want me to look up what a Mr. Gadget is?
I'm not that concerned.
The Infinite Improbability Drive and Towel.
And Tau.
And holograms. Let's see. He also said Energy Sword and Active Camo from Halo. That's a good one. And the TARDIS. Doug, number one fan, also called Fat Shady. He had Chewbacca's Bowcaster. That's a good one. The Rocketeer's Jetpack. The Klingon Bird of Prey. Wait, that's Star Trek. Fuck Stork. A Cylon fighter. That's what he said. Wayback Machine from Mr. Peabody. And Hyperspace.
It's looking like there's a Mr. Gadget is a DC character that I can't figure out who he is.
Okay.
Does his arms fall off?
No, that's Arm Fall Off
sorry.
Boy.
What about the holodeck? That'd be
That
fun.
would have been a
Wouldn't
good
it be
one.
cool?
Yeah.
Well, I
Or the Danger Room.
I can do
Danger.
all that in the Oasis, though.
Oh, you can.
Dr. Number One had Apes from the Planet of the Apes. Space Cars from Fast and Furious. Battle Angels from Alita. The Frisbees from Tron. And cloning. Could you imagine multiple Jasons in your room?
No.
Ooh, terrible.
Bad idea of the week.
You got Facebook right there?
I actually like Alita Battle Angel.
I just make fun of Mr. Sean.
From Brian Hour, we have number 5, Iron Man armor. Number 4, Stargate. Number 3, the Veritech fighter. Number 2, Replicator. And number 1, lightsaber.
Okay.
So he can cut the turkey that he gets from his replicator. I'm assuming he meant food replicator. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Because that's really all I think about. I would want to replicate his food. We have Michael Ray from Meeples and Wine.
Yes.
5, the Orgasmatron. 4, Maximilian from the Black Hole. 3, Kit. 2, the Noisy Cricket. And number 1, a cloned T-Rex.
Nothing can go wrong with that.
Nope, nothing at all. Especially when you got a Noisy Cricket.
That's true. Nick Mayer had one.
Nick Mayer had number 5, the Neuralizer. That's it, from Men in Black. Number 4, the Hoverboard from Back to the Future 2.
That's a good one.
Number 3, a Proton Pack from Ghostbusters. I thought about putting the Proton Pack, but then I went, that means I've got to, bust ghosts.
And then you can't cross the streams.
And I'd be tempted to cross the streams. Number 2, the Rocket Pack from the Rocketeer.
There it is.
And the,
He hobied it.
Yep. He hobied it. Star Wars, lightsaber, and bowcaster.
How about combined?
Ooh.
The bowcaster shoots lightsabers at you.
And an honorable mention, the Power Rangers wrist morpher.
Okay. Thanks, everybody, for that.
Ooh, a Zord would be cool to have.
Does anybody have any honorable mentions?
Nope.
Mine was the hoverboard from Back to the Future.
I like that one.
Mine, I don't know if it counted as a gadget, but I would go with the Brood Witch from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Captain Crunch berries.
Reese Puff cereal. I'll throw that on there.
Oh, that is good. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. Bad idea of the week.
Cloning Jason.
Cloning Jason, number 17.
4.
Okay.
5.
And, so thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll be back next week. Titles for the show, though.
Of course, everybody has Fat Shady.
Fat Shady.
Oh, I didn't write Fat Shady.
I had
I didn't either.
Babysitter Certified. Handcuffs, please. You're lucky we're here. And I think that's it.
And Handcuffs, Please wasn't even about Tyreek Hill.
No. Down the hall.
Jesus Christ.
I had It's a Skill, Fat Shady, More Cream. He's dead, isn't he?
I had Elbows. God damn it, Meemaw. The Hobie Apology Tour. The Queen Did It. And Serial Speculator.
Brian?
You're lucky we're even here. God damn it, Meemaw. And fuck you, Doug. Those are the only 3 that I wrote.
So Fat Shady it is?
Yeah, whatever.
Either that or you're lucky we're here, even
Yeah.
here.
I mean, yeah, that tracks for our top 5. Like we're here.
Let's do it. That sounds good. You're lucky we're even here.
If you can't tell, we've done 559 of these. So,
not all of them can be winners, kids.
right.
That could be the title. I'll actually vote for that.
Okay, that's it then.
They all can't be winners, kid.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.